if you are watching, listening to this, and you have $50, $60, $100,000 in student loans, HUD, as you know, who runs FHA, who allows for lower credit scores, typically down to like 580, and also for higher debt-to-income ratios, has now also followed Fannie and Freddie, who write the guidelines for all the conventional loans, that we will now acknowledge your income-based repayment plans and or only use 0.5% of your student loan balance against you. In the past, it has been that lenders had to use a mandatory 1% of the student loan balance against you. So if you had $100,000 in student loan debt, I'm already using $1,000 a month against you in your debt-to-income ratio. So make it nearly impossible for you to buy a house. And I kind of want to start there and like the affordability of it. I think what's so important for me to get out is honestly my story and my background, and why it was just so important for me to, really get into this business, because I never wanted to get in this business. Like, I came from a military law enforcement background, when I became of age and graduated high school. And I fell into finance and mortgages. Never had the desire to do it, right? Like, I moonlighted on the side, bartended and stuff like that. I was in sales, sold phones, cars, stuff like that. Worked for a big bank, won't say the name, started with Wells, ended in Fargo. And, kind of saw the greed that happened there that led to kind of like their continual collapse in everything. But, I mean, from, coming from a single family household, single parent household, it was myself and my two older sisters with a Hispanic mother who literally took a job as a lunch lady so she can be in school when we're in school because we didn't have childcare. And we grew up on government assistance. We grew up on food stamps. We had WIC. We grew up in subsidized Section 8 housing, low-income housing, all the way up, honestly, through my high school years. And I always wanted to know, what was this big disparity? What was this big gap in wealth? Like, why was it that the person a couple of blocks around the corner from me, could have a house? Or why is it that they can just go do something as easy as go buy a cup of coffee or go to McDonald's or Burger King, and we couldn't? Think about that. A 99-cent burger, junior bacon cheeseburger,
Pimpin', a 99-cent cheeseburger.
Just give me 2 good burgers.
Dude, I just can't give you 2 good burgers. You have to pay for them.
Something so simple, we had to budget out for that. And we would only get it, when my mother had extra, but she never really had extra, she just kind of used what she had to kind of treat us once in a while when she could. And so when I say, pride cometh before the fall, and I've eaten a lot of humble pie in my life, a lot of humble pie. It's one of those things to where, I had great credit at one point and lost my job, lost everything. Had no money to my name, and man, had to really crawl out of a really dark and nasty place. My credit was so bad, vendors wouldn't accept my cash. So when I say I understand the need for education and a spotlight to financial literacy in underserved communities, man, do I know it. And that's why I just think it's so huge now that HUD is making it more affordable, more than ever, for home ownership, for these communities, these underserved communities that actually need it. So, huge announcement. That was huge. FHA making it more affordable for sure.